And this is it, my very last collection tour in this apartment. So yeah, technically the title is not a clickbait. I'm really moving my collection to other place. I will still live in this apartment, but everything is moving into another place where I will have my entire YouTube studio setup. And there will be enough space to expand, enough space for all new projects and builds and everything. Next year will be awesome, I guarantee you that. Now, with that being said, for all the new people that aren't familiar, this is where I keep majority of my collection. But since I live in a really small apartment and the collection grew exponentially, I'm kinda running out of space, and that is the main reason why I'm moving everything. But so far, all of this, we have some stuff here, here, over there, here, here, and this is the Christmas tree. I believe this video will be out on Christmas, depending on the time zone, so if you are celebrating Christmas, Merry Christmas! Now I'm wondering what is the best way to start this. I see something out there that is rarely outside, so we should take advantage of that and record it while it's still there. So let me just turn you once again. Now you will also get the feel how my apartment looks. Here I keep Centipede, the famous devil, or Latin name Scolopendra dehaani. And we are really lucky that it is currently outside, just chilling over there. That is actually a really rare sight. Lately it started coming outside more and more often, but it still spends majority of time hiding. Now on the other side, in this temporary setup, we have a Crested Gecko, and next video will probably be a build video for his new enclosure. As you see down there, that is the imitation of a log that is going inside. And this week I should get the door done, and then everything will be ready to finish off this enclosure. He is currently hiding. He really hates the light, so he is always hiding when I turn on the lights. But every night I can see him outside. For animals that I can show in this video, I will feature some clips that I already record, so you can at least have a good look at the animal. So after Crested Gecko, we can check out the hamster. And there he is already outside. What's up? What? Come here, little buddy. I'm still not sure what gender he is. Maybe, if I can... Maybe you can help me out. And once we know his gender, we can pick a name for him. Little fella. And that is also a temporary setup for him. Everything here is temporary. And I'm currently building this setup for him. It is basically complete, I just need to do some minor things. So you can expect a video soon. Let's carry on. Over there. Here are the plants for Paludarium project. They are still alive, thankfully. And this is the vivarium. As you can see, I trimmed it down. Inside I have 4 dart frogs, there is 1. And I can't really see the rest, hiding somewhere. But yeah, vivarium. And here are some fruit flies and other food for them, calcium, all the stuff that you need. Down here, let me just turn off the pump, a dwarf crayfish. There's one. And there's the second. Also, definitely a temporary setup. I will keep them in Paludarium that I have in plans. I think they will love it there once I build it. I managed to keep them alive, even though I have zero experience with fish keeping and aquariums and stuff. We covered everything that I have on random places, so now we can focus on the main thing. We should actually start from the bottom and work our way up. Here is the star of last video. It is the Poecilotheria rufilata male. and last Friday's video I paired him with my female. So check that video for more details. Next, some small millipedes that I received from subscribers. They are super cute. And in this other box I also have millipedes. I will write you the Latin name. I have 4 of these little fellas, girls and girls, and they are all in the substrate. Here is the scorpion, also recently featured in the video, Hadrurus arizonensis. And I was convinced that it is super venomous, but apparently it's not, as my subscribers told me. But I still don't want to mess too much. Here are the hissing roaches, and this one is really big compared to the others. Dwarf white isopods, nothing exciting to show there. Here are the beetle larvas. Here is one, and I have 4 of them inside. And in this tub we have a scorpion, the Heterometrus species, Asian forest scorpion. Super cool scorpion, one of the coolest maybe. Alright, let's carry on. And if some of my enclosure looks dry, today is the watering day, so that is probably why. On this stack, here we have a bunch of tiny slings, and they are kinda really small to show you now, so I will just put a list so you can see exactly what I have. The list will be for these guys, these 4 and these 4. Now in this enclosure we have Grammastola pulchipes female. She needs bigger enclosure badly. Here is Nanduchromatus female. Really skittish. And here is the Vinegaroon somewhere. There he is. Also in the description you will find the complete list of all the species that I have in the order of appearance. And here you know I have a Solifuge, the camel spider. Really mean and weird looking, definitely. Now we finished this stack and we can carry on with these. Now I got everything open so I can quickly go through this. Here is Davus pentaloris. Then these 2 guys, the Columbian large, can't remember the genus name. Now in these tunnels it is the Chilobrachys electric blue, and here you can barely see it. Since both entrances are webbed up, maybe it's going to molt. We need to see that blue colors. Oh no, never mind. Wrong one. This is the Celocosmia kowariki. Wrong. Sorry about that. And this fella, it is Iridopelma. Just blow on it and it will go straight back in. Holotella sanguiniceps, but I can't really show it. And this one is Ceratogyrus darlingi. Here is the king baboon, Pelenobius muticus. It will be an adult maybe in 5 to 10 years. They grow super slow. Here is the Chilobrachys Vietnam blue, somewhere inside. Psamopeus triduncus, you can see some feet, that's all. And this last one is Chilobrachys electric blue. It is somewhere down there. Just get everything back. With slings done, we can carry on to the rest of the stack. Can you just admire this fake wood? Just a little bit. This is the hole where Gecko will live, hopefully. I hope he will accept it. So the hole, the branches, I really like it. This is my first attempt at something big as this and to actually make some imitation, and I think I did a good job. Yay! Let's carry on. As I said, these and these are on the list when I showed you these. This label is actually correct. It's Acanthoscura geniculata. Can I get some light? There. Now up here, as I said, it is Poecilotheria rufilata, female. Check the last video, I have ton of footage of her and the male. In this Ferrero Rocher enclosure, it is Poecilotheria miranda, still unsexed and waiting for a rehouse. It is ready for new size, the CD enclosure size. In CD enclosures we have Linda, Teraphosa styrmi, and somewhere here you can't really see, it is Cyriopagopus species Hati Hati. Down here is Cyriopagopus siete. It is a male but it is not mature. Here is another Nandochromatus. Down here Grammostola rosea. To the right, here you can see its carapace, so you can conclude that this is an OBT. Down here Nando tripepi, a little fatty. And here Tapinohenius violatus. And man, it's so bad. Camera really have trouble seeing through the plastic and webbing. But there it is, with really pretty colors. Now we can turn on the lights on this area. We will start with bottom shelf. To be more precise, this enclosure. You know what this club is. Some girls are inside. These are called Egyptian predatory beetles, Latin name Antia sex maculata, and there is 4 beetles inside. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. And recently I rehoused them in this enclosure, and I said how I named them, and a lot of you love that reference. That is awesome. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, check the build video, I will link it. In this enclosure here I have the Halloween crab, Getsarcinus quadratus, and you can see it is nowhere to be found. It's a dark hole there, and it is under this part of dirt. But the food I left regularly disappears, so I know it's alive. He's awesome little fella, and I made a Halloween special video where he is the main actor, so check that video if you want to see him in more details. And in this corner, Poecilotheria hanumavilla sumica, somewhere in its cork bark. There, you can barely see it. Up here, as the label says, Chilobrachys huahini, and it really went crazy with webbing. Look what it did. I mean, that's a female. Remember, blowing always works. Beautiful female, beautiful female. And I like how big they grow. Next up, Chromatopelma cyaneopubescens, female. I tried to parry her, she ate the male, and I'm hoping that that breeding was successful, so I'm waiting for her to do something. Either drop the egg sac or molt. Only time will tell. Here is Annie, Brachypelma albopilosum, female. Down there you can see her butt, and that's all. Up here, Poecilotheria vitata, Poecilotheria ornata, and Poecilotheria formosa. Vitata is in its cork bark, ornata is in its cork bark, and formosa in its, you guessed it, no, it's not in cork bark, it is behind this wood, but all of them are hiding. Maybe I can show you the ornata. Yeah, you can only see legs. That's about it. But at least the enclosure is pretty. And here, the jungle nymphs. This is the female, and down there is male. What's up? Look at that face. Okay. It's really funny how it was actually a gift from a subscriber, and I didn't really know much about them. I thought that they are super friendly, but no, not friendly. She hates me. Look. And she has spikes on her legs, and she's raising it like that because she wants to grab you. She actually wants to grab your finger with her legs. That's what they are doing. You see? You see? Crazy animal. Take a chill pill. Okay, this row is done. Now this and top row. I think that the best way is to take everything from here down to my sofa, and then I can easily show you. That is the tactic, so let's jump on the time lapse. While I was taking everything down, I remembered I have 4 ant colonies 3 Lasius niger colony and 1 other ant colony in the basement hibernating. And also in my bedroom I have a tortoise, the Testudo marginata, I think that's the Latin name, also hibernating because my bedroom is much cooler than the rest of my apartment. And I also have my Poecilotheria metallica cooling over there. And I forgot about the scorpions and the Heteroscodra maculata female. So many stuff when you put it down like that. And that is only 2 shelves. There is so many animals in the Dark Den collection. We basically have a zoo. Let's continue. We will start with the most beautiful tarantula, at least according to a lot of people, but not my personal pick. It is Harpactira pulchripes. Hopefully female, I'm not certain. We will probably be able to see that on the next molt, so looking forward to that. Here we have 3 Lasiodora difficilis. Here is 1, just generic sling. 3 of these, there's no need to show all 3 of them. Here is Brachypelma hamori. It used to be called Smithy, now it's Hamori. And it is a male, pretty male. Here is 1 fat Acontuscuria geniculata, and it is in a pre-mold. You can see how black her abdomen is. These plastic boxes are really cool, but so annoying to open and close. Here is another Nanduchromatus, nothing special about that. And down here we have a kind of freshly molted Linotele megatelloides. It is not a tarantula, but rather a really cool spider. And it webs like crazy. I can't wait for it to grow so I can put it in 1 big enclosure and then set my camera to time-lapse and record during night to see what exactly it is capable of doing in just a single night. Let's open all of these at once. It will be faster like that. In these 5 enclosures we have scorpions, and I will write their names because I don't know them. Here is 1, and they are really venomous, so that's why I have tongues. Here is the other. 3rd. Fatty. And last one. Also fatty. They are all really slow growers. None of them molted since I got them. And I have them for a few months now. And I will show you in the same time I got the Sicarius, the 6A sand spider. And they molted like maybe even 3 times. I'm not sure. While scorpions, none. I have 4 of these, so I won't be showing all of them. Moving on. Wolf spider 1, wolf spider 2 need light. That is the Lacasa Tarantula. It was featured in my recent video, so you can see much better footage of him if you check. Last Fridays. Or Friday. Just look, you will see the thumbnail. Let's carry on. Grammostola pulchripes, but this is a male and it's still not mature. Once it matures, you know what that means. Sexy time with the female. You are a lucky guy. And this one, if you remember, when I paired the Brachypelma opilosum, this is the male. I still have it. But he is getting really old and he has trouble eating. He can't really catch a roach by himself. I need to crush it and put it in front of him because he is just not fast enough to catch it by himself. So that is the only way how he eats. Brachypelma emilia male with really sexy butt. Pretty boy indeed. Here are the assassin bugs, Platymeris species Momba, and I have three adults and bunch of babies. And apparently a roach. I really wonder how long does these guys live and how many babies will they produce. Here are the stars. The spiny assassin guys. I like the name Psitala horrida. And apparently they are the biggest assassin bugs. I have 2 of them and a bunch of babies. These 2 boxes I have springtail colonies. They are the cleanup crew of the enclosures. They clean everything. Poecilotheria subfusca, female, in desperate need for proper enclosure. Now you know these Monocentrupus balfouri. Communal setup. Hopefully there is still 8 inside. You can see one leg there. They are alive, but I have never seen more than 3 outside. I hope everything is alright. We will find that out once we rehouse them. Now this, my new enclosures. This one contains the mantis, and some of you commented that it is too short for it to molt because of that branch. So I decided in the near future I will remove that branch and I will just put a mesh on top and side, so that way it will definitely have enough space. And down there, where is it? Oh, it is Nanduchromatus, another one. I have four Nanduchromatus, and I think 3 of them are females. Not 100% sure for all of them. These are inside, so no point showing. Haplopelma lividum, sling. Stromatopelma calceatum, sling. This is the one that I got from Fruit Pudding, Ibirapora diversipes, and he said that it is possibly a female, but he is not sure. I really need more big enclosures with big tarantulas so I can show you all nice and sweet, and not like this. And down there, again, I can't really show you, but it's Caribena versicolor, really pretty when it's outside. These 3, maybe you can even see. Ooh. GoPro's memory card got filled, so I had to transfer some footage, but we are back. As I was saying, I have 3 Lampropelma violaceopes, and one of them is male. Don't know about the rest. I have one Psalmopeus cambrigae, and these 2 are Psalmopeus pulcher. Oh, here it is. And these 3 are freshly transferred. You could see them in last video. Poecilotheria regalis. It actually made a burrow. Whatever. Pterinochilus murinus, DOBT. It didn't do that much. It webbed the cork bark, but that's about it. Holotella incei gold. It actually webbed a lot and made a burrow. Something like a burrow. It's really cool. Only in one day. While I was transferring the footage from the GoPro, I also brought the scorpion enclosures. So here are all of them, in this and this. These 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 scorpions, they are all from Istra. And this one here, you can see it down there. It is from my local forest, and it is a female that had this baby that is now much bigger. She had 9, and unfortunately all of them died except this one. And here is Titius stigmulus. This is not Croatian scorpion. And that was everything, I think everything in my collection. I'm really not a fan of this type of videos because I don't really have appropriate setup to record this, and the quality of this video is much lower than the rest. At least that's how I see it. The audio is messed up because I need to switch from this camera to this camera, and also when I'm not facing directly microphone, the sound is much lower than when I'm facing it, and if I'm far away it is much quieter. When I'm close it's alright, and I'm aware of that during the recording process, and it really bothers me, but I can't really do that much. And also the lighting is not perfect. I need to carry camera constantly because I don't have enough tripods, and overall I feel like video is completely messy, but everything will change once I move into new space. The space will be set up just for recording videos, and everything will be nicely displayed, visible, with good lighting. We will love it, you will love it, I will love it. Can't wait. Can't wait. But that would be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs it up and comment something. If you want to support this channel even more, there's a Patreon page, and huge shout out to all my Patreons, because the new space is possible because of the Patreons and their support. So huge shout out to all of you. Where was I? If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I upload every Monday and Friday. And soon I will also add one extra video in a week. I'm thinking on Wednesdays, but I'm not still sure. See you again soon. Bye.